MP5 version 3 or MP5 version 4. And which one is the better MP5? So this was made in actually exactly a year ago in 2025. And this one was made yesterday. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. So yeah, differences. Let's get the mags out and everything first. So these are both the same exact ones. Cal 10 marking, Cal 9mm, safety. So yeah, I did do this one incorrectly. Like you can see, this would be none 1 2. It's actually supposed to be none 1 7, or I put the third one because it's a navy trigger pack. What is missing here? Dimensionality of this, which if you, in the real steel version, when you would depress this mag release button here, so yes, the MP5 has the paddle and this button here. So if you pressed the button, that would stick out. Also, this is missing the sling mount. This one has this, well, it's the real steel, and that one actually has the sling mount, just like the real steel. But yeah, that one doesn't have that detail, nor the other mag release on the other side. Wow, this one does have that detail with the mag release on the other side. It's not the best, but you know, I'll take it. It's my first time trying to do it. Now to stock. They're both based off of the standard A3 stock. This one is a fixed one. It wobbles just like the real one. Has the button you'd press to over here to extend, tract. Has the sling. Has that slimmer back. This one has a thicker back, kind of like the A3. What was it? A3 2 or something. And has this, which it's not like the real one where you'd press there and it'd be thicker. But it does have the sling mount, and this usually means the pinhole, but the pinhole would actually be here. And it's useless because there's no pin, the stock doesn't come out, and this wobbles really bad. But you can push it in, but if you pull it out too far, it just falls right out. Then, upper detail. Here it is. Has the rear and the front of the sight mount. Has the serial number, and these three symbols usually mean the year it's made and where it was made. This would actually mean made in 1997 in Western Germany. MP5, all that shebang. And this one has nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, so let's get to the front. Handguard. It has where the pin would be, and yes, this pin actually works. It's a real pin where you could take it out and remove this handguard. I'm not doing that because I don't have any spare handguards that would, you know, be cool to show. But yeah, you could swap out the handguards. But I'm actually currently working on the Surefire handguard, just like this one has. The Surefire, I think it's the 628. Surefire 628. And then if we go here, actually let's do more on the front detail. So here, this actually doesn't have it at all. There's just a slight dip here. And the front, pretty much, this one has, so this here, this wrapped around would be where the pin would be held. This doesn't have that. Charging handle, both are pretty much identical. But I will show you later why this one has a better charging handle. Also, both have the tri-lug style. And this one actually has a slightly extended front of the gas tube. Like this one. A little bit extended. And yeah, just like the Navy one doesn't have the Navy one would have a thread protector, but this one doesn't have a thread protector. It's just fat on the front, and I have a suppressor that would actually work with the tri-lug style on it. So let's get to the other side of this gun. They are fairly identical, but the one main difference is the chamber. Look at the chamber on this one, it's only this big. Well, the chamber on this one is to scale and has these little smaller minor details in the back, and also has the made in, well, this is wrong. It's supposed to be like this, how it has the made in Western Germany, HK, Chantilly, VA. Well, this one has none of that. Nothing. And even to the mag paddle, it has that shape and the rear protruding end, like the real one. The slightly protruding end. On the rear, it's really hard to see. Can't even see it with this lighting. But then here is what I was talking about, why this has a better charging handle. First of all, it even has the ridges on the gas tube, and in the real one, this is like a marked in hole. In the real one, to replace the charging handle, put it up and back, and there'd be a hole down there, which I didn't Sharpie in because, well, the handguard's always going to be on there. And you'd pop the pin out with like a little pin remover, come out, and you put a new one, replace the charging handle. Yeah, this also has the little welding here that this one has here. Has the ridges, there's the ridges as the demonstration. Well, on this one, no hole, no ridges, just has a cool factor. And the chamber doesn't open, and so this is where it gets better. This one has the working chamber, just like that, and go down. Make it go forward. Sorry. Yeah, there it is. But then let's put on a different stock to show how the stocks are swappable. I'm just gonna put this SP5 style rear just so I can not be too bothered by the stock, because this one's retracted. This one has the SP5 rear. But yeah, so handguard detail is also much better, my opinion. Here is a handguard detail of this one, and it is missing some details, like the sight. So here's the difference in the sight. So here is, if I can, the sight on the 2025 version. Also, that isn't meant to be there. That would usually be a screw. I represented this wrong. I thought it was a sling mount, but no, it's actually, sorry. It is very old. It's been sitting around, but it'd actually be a screw right here. I didn't put it on here because I didn't want to use any more super glue, but you can see it's properly represented. Has the O-ring, like the real one, and also has the other dial options like the real one. And the front sight is reinforced by 2 layers and is the more proper rectangular style, unlike this one, which I super glued a tube right on top of it so it can just move around a lot. And then magwell, pretty much just slightly better markings. Yeah, now let's get over to the hand grip. Isn't much to say, it just has the curved front, unlike this one, because the real one has like a curved front. Yeah, I made it slightly thicker just for the ease of reinforcement. We could reinforce this a lot easier. I was able to quadruple reinforce the hand guard by just making it slightly thicker than the real one. But the actual trigger guard itself is to scale representation. So yeah, I don't have much else to say about it, but let's get to the rear, pretty much how the stocks pretty much go in and out. It's just a bunch of reinforced tubes. Like this is the A2 style stock. Also does come with the sling mount, just like the real A2 style. Oh, hold on, I'm holding it super wrong, so you can't really even see it. Yeah, this is based off of a SWAT raid in the 1990s. But those things aside, I will always say that I always improve constantly, I feel like. And I'm very grateful. It's been a year. The only reason why I haven't really made many paper guns lately is because I haven't really felt like there's any paper guns that I just want to, or like any guns I want to have. I don't want to pay the airsoft tax of buying an airsoft or real version, or yeah, pretty much airsoft or a 3D printed version. Because I have an airsoft MP5, and I have 3 of them. So I haven't really seen the need of having to get like make a paper one, but I decided to redo it just to see. I felt like my skills got better, and I feel like they definitely did. If I do make any guns next, it'll probably be the SIG MCX, Virtus, or Spear, or probably an HK G33. So it's like basically the MP5, but bigger. Because I feel like that'd be sick to make. Because I don't have one. I made one 3 years ago. I think it's about time for us to get a refresher on that one. But yeah, here is the MP5 with the SP5 style stock. And I personally like the folding stock. But this is better for like videos and stuff, for me to show detail and not needing to like oh, gotta finagle the stock around. Yeah, because this one, the only reason why I don't have the stock fully retracted is it can come right out. And now they're both SP5 style. But yeah, let me put the mag in and show some better things on suppressor comparison, because I feel like I improved just like the tiniest bit on suppressors. So here's suppressor for suppressor. This one actually uses a real tri-lug system, so there's a hole right there, and you actually stick a paper clip, and like the real one, it's a spring system. So let me show it. Sadly, I couldn't find it, but what it is usually it's a spring that you pull up, you rotate it on while pushing the spring down at the same time. It pretty much uses the same IRL tri-lug system, but you have to use a paper clip instead of a spring to push it down. This one you just kind of slip it on. This one you gotta rotate it to the right and push it off, and it automatically releases, which I think is sick. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. You can tell me which one is better, the 2025 or 2026 improvement. Also in the mag, I did put the 9mm X19 like the real one, unlike this one where it's just straight. I was too lazy to make a curved mag, so I just did a straight one. But yeah, let me know which one you guys think is better, and I will probably make a tutorial on the V4 because it's significantly easier to make than V3 instead of the V4, because the V3 is significantly easier. But yeah, it's my favorite MP5, and I feel like it's almost perfect. So let me know if you guys agree with me, and have a good one.